Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're re-diving into a story that feels like it has been ripped straight from a primetime drama, but it's all too real. It's a tale of family, wealth, and a bit of feud that has captured headlines and left many wondering how things could go so wrong. We're talking about a father and daughter, once seemingly close, now locked in a legal battle where money has become the ultimate weapon. Imagine growing up in the public eye, part of a large, unconventional family. For years, the world saw what appeared to be a united front, but behind the smiles and shared screen time, tensions were brewing, particularly between a father and one of his daughters. This isn't just a simple disagreement. It's a conflict that has escalated to the highest levels, involving lawsuits, accusations, and a fight over a significant piece of property that was meant to be a family legacy. The heart of this dispute revolves around a sprawling piece of land, a place many of you might recognize as Coyote Pass. This property was purchased with the dream of building a shared family compound, a place where everyone could live together, side by side. It was a symbol of their commitment to their unique family structure. But that dream has since turned into a battleground. The daughter in question alleges that she invested her own money into the property, believing she was building equity and securing a future for herself and her children. She claims that promises were made, agreements were discussed, and she acted in good faith, contributing to the land and the family's shared finances. From her perspective, she was a partner in this venture. However, when her relationship with her father and the rest of the family fractured, she found herself on the outside looking in, with her investment seemingly lost. On the other side, the father's position appears to be that the money was part of the family's collective pot, not a personal investment that could be cashed out upon leaving. He argues that the financial arrangements within their plural family were complex, and that individual contributions were meant for the good of the whole, not for personal gain. The legal documents paint a picture of conflicting interpretations. Was it a loan, a gift, an investment? The lines are incredibly blurred. This is where it gets truly messy. We're not just talking about hurt feelings. We're talking about a formal lawsuit. The daughter took her father to court, demanding repayment for what she believes is rightfully hers. Court documents reveal claims and counterclaims, with both sides presenting evidence to support their version of events. The daughter presented financial records, text messages, and testimonies, suggesting an agreement was in place. The father, in turn, defended his position, highlighting the unique financial dynamics of their family, and arguing that no such formal agreement existed in the way she claimed. The court's involvement brought everything into the harsh light of day. Suddenly, private family discussions were public record. The legal system had to grapple with a situation that wasn't a standard business dispute. It was a family imploding over assets and perceived betrayals. The judge had to sift through years of complex, informal financial dealings to determine who was owed what. It's a cautionary tale about the importance of clear, written agreements, even and perhaps especially among family. The initial ruling shocked many followers of this saga. The court sided with the daughter, ordering the father to pay back a substantial sum of money. The judgment was a vindication for the daughter, who felt she had finally received justice. For her, it wasn't just about the money, it was about acknowledgement. It was about validating her claim that she had been wronged and that her contributions mattered. She publicly celebrated the decision as a victory, a first step toward financial independence and closing a painful chapter of her life. But the story doesn't end there. A court judgment is one thing, collecting the money is another. The father, facing this significant financial obligation, has stated publicly that he doesn't have the funds to pay. He's described his own financial situation as dire, citing the costs of supporting a large family and the financial strain that has been a recurring theme for years. This has led to a stalemate. The daughter has a legal judgment in her favor, but the path to actually receiving the money is fraught with obstacles. This situation has divided fans and observers. Some see the father as a patriarch who has been taken advantage of, a man trying to hold his family together under immense pressure. They sympathize with his financial struggles and believe the lawsuit was a step too far. They argue that in a family, you help each other without expecting a formal return on investment. Others see the daughter as a hero, a woman who stood up for herself against a powerful family structure that she felt no longer served her. They see her as a victim of financial manipulation, someone who was left with nothing after dedicating years of her life and her resources to the family. They applaud her courage for taking on her own father in a public forum to fight for what she believed was hers. What this entire ordeal reveals is the dark side of mixing family and finances. When love, loyalty, and money get tangled up, the results can be devastating. Trust that once formed the foundation of their relationship has been shattered, likely beyond repair. The property that was meant to unite them has become the very thing that has driven them apart, a physical symbol of their broken bond. As it stands, the future remains uncertain. Will the daughter ever see the money she was awarded? Will the father be forced to sell assets, potentially even a portion of Kody Pass, to satisfy the debt? And most importantly, can this family ever heal from such a deep and public wound? This isn't just a celebrity feud, it's a human tragedy playing out for the world to see. A stark reminder that when money becomes a weapon, the casualties are often the relationships we hold most dear. What are your thoughts on this complex situation? It's easy to take sides, but the reality is likely much more complicated than any of us can see from the outside. Let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching and for being part of this community. If you found this story compelling, please give this video a like and consider subscribing for more deep dives into the stories that matter. We'll see you in the next one. Have you ever wondered what happens when family ties fray and money becomes the ultimate weapon? Today, we're diving deep into a story that has left everyone speechless. A shocking father-daughter feud where loyalty is tested and fortunes hang in the balance. This isn't just a disagreement. It's a battle that's playing out in the public eye, turning family land into a legal battlefield. Imagine this: a sprawling piece of land, not just dirt and trees, but a place filled with memories, promises, and dreams. This property, known to many as Kody Pass, was supposed to be a symbol of a family's future together. But now, it's the epicenter of a heart-wrenching conflict. What led to this? How did a father and daughter, once seemingly close, end up on opposite sides of a courtroom? We're going to unpack the entire timeline. It all started with what seemed like a simple financial arrangement, a gesture of support from a father to his daughter. But as a new marriage entered the picture, priorities shifted. Whispers of unpaid debts and broken promises began to surface. The daughter claims she's being unfairly targeted, pushed out of a dream she helped build. The father, on the other hand, argues he's simply trying to reclaim what is rightfully his after his generosity was taken for granted. At the heart of it is a legal judgment, a piece of paper that could change everything. This isn't just about money. It's about control, respect, and the painful reality of a family fracturing under pressure. We'll look at the evidence, the public statements, and the emotional toll this is taking on everyone involved. Friends and family are being forced to choose sides. And the idyllic dream of a shared future at Kody Pass is crumbling into dust. So, who is in the right? Is it a daughter fighting for her rightful share, or a father betrayed by his own flesh and blood? The lines are blurred, and the truth is more complicated than you can imagine. This story serves as a cautionary tale about mixing finances with family and how quickly love can turn to litigation. 3. What do you think about this complex situation? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. We read every single one. And if you're fascinated by stories that peel back the curtain on complex family dynamics, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you don't miss our next video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.